Okay, you know what? We'll put... This is not cooperating today for some reason. Okay, that works. Let's just close the blinds to get rid of the glare. You just pull it down. Yeah, there we go. And then I would throw this on the lamp on. Yeah. Put a headphone in just so you can, if you want to hear it. Like that's for this, just to gauge it. All right. Let's get right into this without any more delays. Heat Celtics reactions. All right. So, since basketball is not my strong suit, my good friend Eric here. You want to take it away?
Yeah,
Put it in full screen here.
I haven't watched much Miami Heat or Boston basketball. More of a Pacers, Cavs guy myself. But I can tell you this: Porzingis, Tatum, and Brown. I mean, those three guys I really like. I really like their game. But I think Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero are also really good. No, I'm just kind of yapping about my favorite guys right now. I think Boston takes this game for sure, but I love Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. I think they're both very talented and could definitely take this game home.
Yeah.
And they're in Miami, and I think Miami is a very powerful home court team.
Yeah. Sure.
And we know how Miami is in the playoffs. I mean,
last year, for crying out loud, they went all the way to the championship and had to get through Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Right. So
and they're tied at 3 right now.
Definitely. I mean, I think if Miami can pull one of these games away,
if they could
here at Miami, I think they can win the series.
Yeah. A shot, no good. The quality right now is not that good.
I don't have my contacts in. Nice flashback.
Holiday.
Yeah.
Porzingis.
Drew Holiday is so great. I also love him as a player. I think his defense is incredible, but his playmaking, I think that's underrated. That's the most underrated aspect about his game.
I'm pretty sure Tyler Hero is what you said.
That's the one issue with Tyler Hero. He's kind of sloppy. He's more of a flashy guy than he is kind of,
Goes up 3 and he swishes it. What is that? Porzingis.
Porzingis is incredible.
8-3 Celtics lead. 8:51 to go in the first quarter. Dribbling around inside 3-point line, drives into the paint, puts up a shot, no good.
Great defense by Derek White. That's really what his value is to his Boston Celtics team.
Jumper,
defense.
No good. Rebound by the Heat.
What do you think about Derek White's decision to go bald? He used to have hair, but now he's bald. I think it's helped him. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know too much about him.
You don't want to?
No, I don't know too much. I don't know too much about basketball.
Yeah, Derek White.
3 on the shot clock, puts it up, and doesn't fall.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game because Derek White, he's just that guy.
Brown puts it up, and he has got a layup. 10-3 Celtics lead it.
Bam Adebayo.
3 from the corner, doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Celtics. His number 7.
Jaylen Brown isn't really the greatest ball handler, and the fact that he had to give it to Porzingis.
Porzingis back to Brown. Brown back to Porzingis. Back to Brown. Puts up, and it doesn't fall. Rebounded by number 14 on the Heat.
Yeah, I've always found Jaylen Brown to be a little bit of a clunky player when it comes to handling the ball. I think back in 2016, 2017, he was a more 3-and-D guy for the Celtics roster, and he's evolved his game a lot. But I think his evolved game is going to be questionable when it comes to later rounds in the playoffs if they get there.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to win the championship this year? Let's get that.
I think
That's that question.
I think Celtics are really talented.
Yeah.
I really like the Celtics. I think the Thunder could win. Speaking of Shea and Chet right there, those are my guys. I don't think they'll win it all, but I definitely think they could win it next year or the year after.
I feel like they just need like one or two more experienced veterans to just push them over the edge.
And I feel the exact
good veterans, at least, not average.
I feel the exact same way with the Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves and the Thunder are both very talented teams that just don't have enough experience to win the title.
Yeah. Then Timberwolves was another one thing that they might want to try and look into is get another guy or two that can at least consistently put up numbers like Edwards in terms of points per game.
Right.
If you're just relying on Anthony Edwards to put up 30 points a game and trying to help you, just basically him just carrying you guys to wins, that's not gonna work later in the playoffs. You're gonna need one or two more guys that can consistently do that.
Right. I mean, I think Cat should be able to step up at some point and really be that second scorer for them because he's been a little bit I wouldn't say lackluster, just he isn't as good as he was in 2016, 2017. He isn't playing like a number one pick.
Yeah.
He isn't playing like a number one pick. I guess that's the best way to put it.
I'm just gonna see how this looks. Okay, I'm gonna put that up. And then put this down a little bit. Yeah. I had it like this yesterday. Just going, how did it was a commercial break anyways, we're fine. Yeah. Anyways though. But Jaden McDaniels, is he what, a rookie?
Jaden McDaniels is not a rookie.
I've never heard his name before. That's
Jaden McDaniels. I don't know. He's young. He's definitely young.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a rookie though.
It wasn't last night, but I think it was 2 games ago where he led the Timberwolves in scoring.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels he's
hoping somewhat one or two guys can step up and put up consistent numbers like Edwards. So that if that can happen, then they don't have to go out and try and spend money on guys that can do that.
Yeah, I think the Timberwolves are such a balanced team.
Yeah,
at least because I'm not aware of all
firepower.
I'm not aware of all their guys, but when you look at, I think Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, Jaden McDaniels, and Anthony Edwards, you put those 4 guys together, that is a perfect for when it comes to, because I think a lot of people questioned the Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert combo, considering they're both slow bigs.
Yeah.
But I think it's working for them.
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean, this year, from last year to this year, it looks like it worked.
It's working.
From last year, 42-40 was the record. They got eliminated in 5 games. And then this year now 56-26.
Yeah. That's
a big increase in terms of production.
Big increase.
And then Naz Reid maybe could sing stuff up.
That's right.
Just need any 2 guys to just step up their level of play to close to Edwards or maybe even past Edwards.
Here's what I think. I think that if they just I don't think there's anybody on the Timberwolves team that can step up during this playoffs any more than they already have.
Yeah.
And they can go and get a title. All right. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to win it all this year.
Yeah.
I think
would love to see that, but it's not.
I'd love to see it because
it'd be their first ever.
What?
It'd be their first championship ever, and it would be their first championship appearance. They've never made one.
Yeah. Again, the Timberwolves, talented team, talented. Like they got talent on talent, but not enough playoff experience. And Rudy Gobert is like their one guy who's been to the playoffs.
Yeah. 3 for the Celtics doesn't fall. Oh, never mind. With after it hit the rim, Jaylen Brown.
That's what Jaylen Brown can do.
Yeah.
That's what Jaylen Brown can do. He's been able to do that since 2016. Ever since he got drafted. I mean, that's what he did. And now he's evolved, and he's great. He's really a great player.
Yeah. 12-3, Boston leads it. Heat layup doesn't go. Brown with the ball. No, that is Brown for a moment. I thought that was 3. Never mind.
Damn.
Oh, what? A guy goes flying across Porzingis.
think one thing we should appreciate about Porzingis is how healthy he stayed.
Is that
I think he stayed right. He stayed healthy, right?
that Jimmy Butler right there with the
That
like,
is Jimmy
ponytails?
Butler.
What in the world?
Yeah, he's Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
What happened to his hair from last year to this year? It doesn't look like it did last year.
Nah, he's just wearing that to be silly. I don't know. Jimmy Butler is the troll. Have you seen his like haircut for media day, like the emo?
No, I did. I don't think I saw that.
You've never seen. Oh,
I might want to see that. This game is a low scoring, like you said it. Like you said, it might be.
yeah.
12-3 with 5:43 to go in the first quarter. That Tatum?
That is Tatum.
Is he not active for today?
I don't know.
It said he was.
Horford and Cornette are in the game again. Two really great bigs for the Celtics. I think Luke Cornette is incredibly underrated. He's been a great big for teams since 2016. He was on the Knicks. He's
The Knicks are a
big.
weird team.
Yeah, he's big. He's tall, and I think he's just
he loses it.
He's doing a lot for the Celtics, just his size.
Celtics need to relax. Anyways, deep three from the Heat doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Heat.
See, that's
Think about it, three from the corner.
there
Falls.
There we go.
Only the 6 points for the Heat tonight, and we're almost out of the first quarter.
Yeah.
That is not good.
And we should be appreciating how Bam Adebayo allowed for that to happen. I think if it wasn't for that Bam Adebayo offensive rebound, that whole sequence where they passed the ball around wouldn't be able to happen.
Had that been rebounded by the Celtics, it probably would have been a lead. And they're speaking of the Celtics, they increased their lead with a 2-pointer. 14-6 Boston, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. They're rolling around in the back corner, and he loses the ball and it goes out of bounds. Celtics ball. That was great effort though there, and then what happened there? Oh, that if the refs were paying attention, that probably wouldn't have been called a foul though.
Yeah,
you can't hit someone in the face. Similar situation last time, only it was a block situation. Is one of the Pacers players caught one of the Bucks players in the face. One of their arms did so. Yeah. White dribbling around, driving, puts it up for a 2-pointer, doesn't go, rebounded by Miami. All right.
Tyler Hero
puts up a 3, not Tyler Hero though, but anyways, rebounded by the Celtics.
Look at Cornette go.
Driving. I think dribbling around still, puts up a 2, goes in, but the whistles were blowing, so I don't know. I don't think that basket counts.
Yeah, Pritchard. We went out of bounds.
Oh my god. That first step was close. The next one was clearly out.
Good defense by Duncan Robinson. Yeah. Not known for defense, but
puts up
defense.
A shot and it falls.
Bam Adebayo again, offensive rebound master.
Yeah,
he's got that down like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
not like Dennis Rodman, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Anyways, Brown dribbling around inside the 3-point line, inside the paint, puts up a 2 off the rim, rebounded by number 13 on the Miami Heat.
Adebayo.
I don't know numbers and I don't know players' names.
Adebayo.
Okay.
Adebayo's number 13 on the Heat.
All right. So Adebayo's 13.
Yeah. Now Adebayo's got the ball, taking it in.
Well, that was a weird shot.
Miracle
Doesn't fall.
Shot.
He's fouled though. Adebayo.
Miracle shot.
14-8. Boston leads it with 3:08 to go in the first quarter of play. Series is tied at 1-1 in Game 3. And then let's just quickly go over the Thunder score real quick. 106-85. Thunder won.
Not surprising.
And then Magic beat the Cavs 112-89. That's just wild.
Yeah, I think the Magic are really talented too. I think, I don't know if it was 2 years ago, the Pistons and Magic were comparable in record.
It both abysmal.
Abysmal, yes.
Last year, I don't think they were that good last year. The Magic, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they were. I mean, we can check the record in a minute.
I mean, I'm trying to. So yeah, my point is that since then the Magic have become a young, like, burst of energy with a lot of talent and a good coach.
Yeah.
And then but the Pistons are still talentless, poorly assembled roster,
Yeah.
and they're the worst team in the league, and they have no promise. And I don't, unless they get a new GM or a new owner that decides to renovate whatever they're doing, they're not going to get any further.
What I'm pretty sure at one of the Pistons home games this year, the fans were chanting "Sell the team."
I was there.
Oh, you were?
I was there. That's the game I was there for. Sell the team. Like,
When your fans are chanting "Sell the team," you know you're doing something horribly wrong.
yeah, I was there for the second game that happened, not the first.
So it's like a similar situation with the Athletics. Fans
I-
last year chanting "Sell the team," and then over the offseason, it's announced that they're moving to Vegas in 2028. Like, it's a mess for that organization over there in Oakland.
Hold on, let me look this up because
And while you're doing that, let's pull up those records from last year to this year for the Magic. So this year, the Magic are the 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, won their division with a record of 47-35. Last year, the Magic finished in 13th place in the Eastern Conference with a record of 34-48. So they basically, from last year to this year, flip-flopped their record.
8 seed, yeah,
Pretty much. And finished as the 5 seed this year.
yeah.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, if they had won one more game, and then it would have been their record just flipped around. Also, what was the point of the play-in tournament, or not play-in tournament, the in-season tournament? Well, what is the point of that? I didn't see the point in that.
I'm not sure. I think it's just extra action, and I think extra action and content for the people is always something that you should look for.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like a clip of the Pistons game. This was on December 26th. It's when they played Brooklyn. Let's look this game up.
I'm gonna take my headphone out that is connected to the microphone right now, just so I can hear this
I'm gonna take out the
game.
game because it's not like we need to listen to the commentators ramble. That's messing me up.
And we got our YouTube's got our commentary for it.
Right.
We're here to have a good time. Screw the game audio. Now, unless there's a foul called in like review, I mean, yeah, we'll listen to that. We don't need to hear them rambling on though every 5 minutes about a player's life.
Yeah.
Speaking of rambling though, that Roger Goodell needs to stop that in the NFL draft. It's annoying. Like, it takes 5 minutes for them to announce a pick. Like the Patriots with the third pick on day one. They submitted their pick like within 15 seconds of them being on the clock, and then it took Roger Goodell 5 minutes to announce the pick. Which is annoying.
Oh,
Bro, it's annoying. Like I don't need to hear that, like, every person's backstory of how they grew up and started playing football. I don't need to know that. Like, yeah, I'm here with a Make-A-Wish kid whose wish was to to announce a draft pick. Okay, say that. Don't say anything else. Give them the floor and then let them announce the pick. You'll save like 10 minutes.
yeah, like brief explanation because that's a big moment for them.
Like, if you have someone else up there announcing a pick, yeah, give a brief explanation as to why they're there, and that's all that's needed. And then after the pick, yeah, while the next team's on the clock, you can go over the last draft pick like analysis on the player. But as soon as that pick is in, Roger Goodell should be walking out there as soon as that pick's in and announcing that pick.
This is why it takes them forever.
Yeah, like I was up till midnight just to wait to see if the Bills would make a pick after the Vikings took McCarthy, which I'm still mad about. Like the Bills, I waited till midnight just to find out the Bills had to wait until yesterday to watch the Bills make a draft pick. And it was 17-8 Boston though.
So yeah, the game I was talking about with the Pistons losing, they lost their 27th game straight. He
Dang.
started yelling, "Sell the team." I was there for that game. Cade dropped 41. And yeah, I heard the sell the team chants.
Okay.
But the game before that was the one where where it was really bad, but
Yeah.
then they finally won. So that's I think it was the game after they won, right?
I think it was.
No, it wasn't.
No.
They lost to the Celtics, then they beat the Raptors.
Somehow they forced overtime with the Celtics.
Yeah, that's right.
I was in Arizona, coming back from Arizona when that happened. I'm like, how? What's the score of this game? 17-10 Boston.
150 remaining.
Yeah, in the first quarter. 19-10 Boston, my bad. No. I mean, they just scored, so.
Is there audio for this?
Hope there is. In one of the Pistons' final games this year, didn't they like blow the living lights out of the Mavericks?
Did they?
I think they did.
I don't stay updated on the Pistons because I could care less for their organization.
I don't blame you. They are god awful.
And they haven't changed.
Detroit Pistons, yeah. In their second to last game of the year, they blew the Mavericks up, 107-89. Let's listen.
Hold on.
I could kind of hear it at the beginning. I could kind of hear it.
Yeah.
That's just bad. And then, bro, the Pistons beat up the Mavericks in their second to last game. And then in their last game, they got beaten up by the Spurs. Wembanyama, those are freaking nature.
Wembanyama is gonna be the GOAT.
Him and Zach Edey, I think, are the same height, though, right?
It might be.
Yeah, what 7'4"? 46 seconds ago in the first quarter, the Boston-Miami game. Boston puts up a shot. It falls, makes it 21-12 with 39.2 to go. Does somebody call a timeout? No. Looks like the refs, I think, are calling for something. Nope, we're good. Miami inbounds it. Who is that with the ball? I can't tell. I'm gonna put this back in full screen just so I can see. The guy with the white headband, is that Adebayo? No, it's not.
Guy with the white headband?
Yeah, no, I thought it was Adebayo for a minute. Nope, never mind. Anyways, turnover by the Heat. Celtics put up, doesn't fall. There's Jason Tatum
going all the way.
Yeah.
All right, so we got who's on the floor right now. We got number 24. No clue who that is. Jamie Jacques. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but very talented scorer for the Heat. And then Duncan Robinson's out there, core member of their roster. Duncan Robinson is also out there. Who kind of fell off, and then he came back.
Yeah.
So you don't really see stuff like that where, somebody falls off and they come back. That's rare.
Yeah.
It's really rare. So good for him. Good for Duncan Robinson. And, of course, Kevin Love is out there like a 37-year-old veteran. He's like the Al Horford of the Miami Heat.
Wasn't he on the Cavaliers last year? Or he was on the Cavs at one point?
He was on the Cavs during their title run. In 2016.
Okay.
He was their third guy. It was like LeBron, Kyrie, then Kevin Love.
Okay.
But yeah, Kevin Love, and he was like a all-star player in the mid 2000s. If I'm not mistaken.
All right,
yeah, Kevin Love is one of the most underrated power forwards of all time. I think people should really appreciate what he's done.
Is Tyler Hero number 14?
Yeah, he is 14.
That was the easiest shot I've ever seen.
And he passed it up?
No, the guy who shot it.
Oh.
He was right under the rim. Nobody within 15 feet of him in any direction.
And he shot it anyway.
He was in the paint. It was the guy in the paint.
Oh.
The guy who passed the ball had a bunch of guys on him. Buzzer beater shot doesn't fall. That's the end of the first quarter. Boston leads it 21-12. This is gonna be a low scoring game.
I told you. Derek White.
One thing.
It's not because of Derek White, but
And then one thing about my computer that makes me so mad is the fact that randomly the bottom bar with all the apps and stuff on it will just randomly appear when I'm in full screen. That makes me so annoyed. Just for any baseball fans out there, for any of my baseball fans out there, I'll recap the day so far for y'all. So first game today was the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Dodgers won 4-2, and then right now you got the Reds 8-0 lead on the Rangers in the bottom of the ninth. Then the Cardinals are up 6-4 on the Mets in the bottom of the seventh. Then the Orioles beat the Athletics today 7-0. And right now in the bottom of the eighth, the Red Sox lead the Cubs 11-0. And then in the top of the eighth, the Nationals lead the Marlins 10-1. Rockies lead the Astros in the middle of the second 2-1. And then right now the Royals lead the Tigers 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. That's your daily MLB update for any of you baseball fans out there. What time did my Twins play today? That's what I want to know. 9:38. One thing I don't understand about the MLB: why can't they pick a normal start time? Look at all these times. It's either at 15:05, it either ends in a 5 or 0. Why is there one that has to end in 8? It's so stupid.
I think normally it's because of delays.
No, this game has been set. This game is they set the times. I think all months in advance.
Yeah.
Let me click on the Cardinal schedule here real quick. Just let's scroll down a while. We're all the way in July right now, and the start time's already scheduled.
Is there any times that are weird?
Yeah, for me, anything that doesn't end in a 5 or a 0, I'd classify as weird because.
Yeah.
Let's see if they have any weird start times. I might have scrolled past some, but yeah. Okay. It's not that I'm seeing right now, but
I'm pretty sure normally the weird start times are because of the delays.
Yeah, here's 2 of them in a row: 7:07 and 3:07, and this is in September.
Oh, that's weird. No, okay.
And then three in a row, and then one's at
why can't it just be 7:05 and 3:05?
Or 1:05 and 1:35 or 1:40? It makes no sense. The MLB when it comes to scheduling, they're so weird.
No, I like getting specific with times and making sure that
why can't
it's correct. But I feel like 5 minutes is not. It's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, one thing I don't get though: why can't all major sport why can't the other 4 major sports teams, basketball, hockey, football, and baseball? Why can't they do what soccer does when it comes to the World Cup and this whatever the start time is listed as? That's when it starts, not 30 minutes after the stated start time.
Yeah, it's because the game runners and it's lazy. It's really lazy. It's the same thing with high school basketball.
Yeah.
For us, we had our game start at 5:30 or 4, and the games would always start at 4:10 or 5:40. It's it's either delay or it's laziness.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes a combination of both, and that causes the game to start 20 minutes after.
Yeah. But then we just looked September, and you schedule an 07 start time or 37 start time. What is the purpose of that though? It makes no sense.
Yeah, and it's not even gonna start then, so just get a rough estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say so start times for NBA they call it tip off.
Yeah.
And it's okay, at the start times it's still it's still a countdown, and they're we gotta sing the national anthem.
Do that anthem is not before the set start time.
Exactly.
Jesus.
I'm sure they should know how long the national anthem is.
Yeah. For the love of God, Florida, please. Come on.
I still can't see anything.
This is hockey. I have Florida winning it all. Even though I don't have them sweeping the Lightning in the first round, I'd like to see them pull off a series sweep.
So is there a website for NBA playoffs predictions?
Yeah. NBA bracket challenge. It's not on ESPN, but I think it's too late for. I did it wrong again.
Yeah, I didn't make one.
Neither did I.
Studied college basketball for a week before
I just as soon as the brackets came out, I just filled them out. I got the national champion right.
Yeah, I think I watched a few videos on UConn, and I'm like, okay, if these guys don't win,
Didn't you originally have like Kentucky winning it all?
Yeah, and but that was before I saw UConn.
Yeah, you would have been so
what's
mad
his
if-
name? Dan Schneider.
Dan Hurley, the head coach.
Dan Hurley. That's right, not Dan Schneider.
Yeah,
Dan Hurley is such a
Dan
genius.
Snyder was the old owner of the Washington Commanders.
That's right.
He had to sell the team because it was
because of allegations.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm not going to get into that because it's not kid friendly.
Right. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
He was just a horrible human being. We'll just put it at that. Yeah. I mean, we can still go over the bracket if you want to look at it.
You want to see my predictions?
Yeah. View bracket. All right. It's too late to fill one out, but you can say your stuff. Thunder Pelicans. You got the Thunder sweeping them?
Thunder, not sweeping them, but I think the Pelicans can take a game.
All right. What about Clippers?
Wait, how many games are they in? Is it 3-0?
It's 3-0.
No, the Thunder win.
All right. What about Mavericks Clippers?
I love the fact that this is the third time that this has happened in the past 5 years.
Let me split the screen so I can pull up the
brilliant
series stuff here.
I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but it's great and I love it. You know what? I think Luka and Kyrie are great.
Yeah,
but Kyrie's won a championship too. That's the thing. Kyrie's won a championship.
Isn't James Harden also on the Clippers?
James Harden is on the Clippers. He's never won a championship.
I always do that. Whenever I try and say Russell Westbrook, I always want to say Russell for some reason. Anyway, but what about Russell Westbrook? Has he won a championship?
No, he hasn't.
All right.
I don't think he has, at least. I don't think he was on the Lakers roster when they won the championship. I think he was on the Rockets then? Maybe.
All right, but yeah, what about Mavericks Clippers? Mavericks right now hold a 2-1 series lead.
It's difficult because I definitely could see it going either way.
Yeah.
But considering they have a 2-1, I think if it was a clean slate right now, I'd go Clippers. But considering that the Mavericks are up 2-1, I'll go.
All right, then Timberwolves Suns. Wolves are up 3-0 right now.
Yeah. Give me Timberwolves.
First time in 20 years if they don't choke it away.
They're not.
If they do choke it away, it's classic Minnesota pro sports teams.
Yeah. So
but if they don't choke it, it'd be their first time.
I think Bradley Beal is out, right? It's who's out on the Suns? Most of their guys.
I don't know. I'd have to look at their injury report.
Yeah.
All
So they're not.
Then Nuggets Lakers. I think consensus pick here is Nuggets.
I think it might be the Lakers.
No, you haven't taken the Nuggets to sweep them here. I thought the Lakers would take a couple games. No, they're not going.
They're not.
Unless the Nuggets want to advance in front of their home crowd. Honestly, speaking of that though, I kind of want the Timberwolves to try to lose this next game, so that way they can and then win Game 5 in front of your home crowd and advance in the playoffs for the first time in 20 years in front of your home crowd.
That's what I've always thought. It's I think what. You can do it a different way because I know they've done playoff structures in weird ways before. But I think they should set it up to a point where if it's a free sweep, they should set it up where I don't know, it can get complicated, but I think the system they have right now 2-2-1-1-1. I think that's a good system. They don't need to change it.
Yeah, but the way the MLB does it for the LCS and the World Series, those are both best of sevens, but they do it 2-3-2. So the better seeded team or the better record team, if they're both the same seed, when it comes to World Series, but for the LCS, the better record team or the better seeded team has the first 2 games at home, and then the next 3 are at the other team's place, and then the final 2 are at the better team's place. So your better team gets 4 home games, just like the NBA and the NHL. Yeah. It's just set up a little bit differently.
One that would be interesting.
What
if the higher seeded team could get to choose when the home games are?
Oh yeah, right now, for the Timberwolves, they get to choose when they get to play at home.
Imagine at the start of each series, the higher seeded team would,
or before each game, or after each game.
No, that wouldn't work.
Or if it's a sweep,
that wouldn't work for the sole reason of scheduling.
Yeah,
because I think
it would be cool.
Plan it out.
30-14 Boston though.
30-4. Oh, I wasn't even aware they.
Speaking of the Celtics, though, and Miami Heat, who do you got winning this series, Boston?
I don't know how Jimmy's injury. If
I
Jimmy
think
is
last I checked,
indefinitely out,
I think he's out for the season or something
he's
with
out?
a sprained MCL.
that
He
sucks.
and to make it a little bit worse, he was playing during like I think he played like most of one of his games with that sprained MCL.
Yeah, I'll go Celtics. I'll go Celtics.
Not the brightest idea to play with a sprained MCL.
Yeah,
But
but
you're
I
not
think
trying to pull a Joe Burrow and tear that thing.
right.
I'll put this up here.
I think if the head oh my god, my bad. I think
Nah,
if the
you're good.
Heat had
Butler.
Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
they'd have a chance. They genuinely would have a chance. Like especially considering that the series is 1-1 right now. If Jimmy Butler was playing in this game,
I think
they would win.
take the
I think they
series.
would. You think the Heat take the series with no
I think
Jimmy
they would.
Butler?
I mean, they did. And
Oh, they would. They
with
would.
Butler,
They would take
I
the
think they would take the series. Without Butler, the Celtics take the series. Then the Cavaliers and the Magic. I took the Cavs. I'm taking the Cavs here in the series. And right now it's tied at 2.
Yeah, I'll get Cavs. I'll take Cavs for the sole reason that the Magic are so young and are
Coming off of quite a few horrendous years in a row.
not even that. It's just that they're inexperienced. It's the same situation with the Thunder and the Timberwolves. They're just so young.
Yet they're just dominating everyone.
I think the Magic has a lot of good things going for it, unlike the Pistons.
Pistons just catching a bunch of strays here.
Yeah, I think the Magic have so many good things going for that organization.
They're actually trying,
and they're trying to develop the roster. They're a lot of fun to watch. Even though I don't consider them in my big three of fun teams.
Yeah.
I like them. I like them as a squad, but I still got to go Cavs.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Pacers Bucks.
I'd love to see my Pacers win.
I actually took when I was filling out a bracket. But for some I couldn't save because of for some reason. But I did try to, but it didn't save because my internet cut out when I hit save, so it didn't save. I'm like, all right, whatever. But I took the Pacers though.
I go Bucks because Giannis is keep on them.
I mean, then another thing I took into consideration taking the Pacers. They had beaten the Bucks every time in the regular season, except for the one time Giannis dropped 64.
Giannis dropped 64 this season? What?
Yeah. You want me to pull it up?
Oh my god, I'm living under a rock.
And then final game of the first round, you got the Knicks and Sixers. This for me was a coin flip. I think I took the Sixers.
Here's the thing, Joel Embiid is great. But the Knicks have more home games, so the Knicks.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to. The Knicks having more home games.
What even is the series out right now for them? I think it might Knicks and Sixers. Knicks lead it 2-1.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks have more home games. What can I say? I mean, they have more home games, and that's.
They said you didn't know that Giannis dropped 64.
The New York Knicks is such an electric home court. Same with the Sixers. Both electric home courts. And if I'm not mistaken, the Knicks won their first 2 games, and then the Philadelphia won their last game. So that would have meant that the Knicks won at home court, and then Philadelphia won at home court, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be it could go to 7, or maybe the Knicks pull out their next game and they win it in 5. It's going to go to either 5 or 7. I doubt the Knicks will win in Philly.
Yeah.
If Philly manages to win their next game and then they take one on the Knicks on the road, it's really about Game 5. It's about Game 5.
Yeah.
And the Knicks win Game 5.
Yeah, here's the only time in the regular season that the Bucks beat the Pacers. Giannis.
To be honest,
64.
Game 5 is the most important game in the entire
NBA.
In the end, Game 5s are so important.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is if you actually if you do end up going to Game 5.
Yeah, but most of the time you go to Game 5.
Yeah, unless you're right now like the Timberwolves, Nuggets, or the Thunder, you're on the verge of sweeping your opponent.
Yeah,
not having to worry about Game 5 right now. Though the Timberwolves, I feel like, and the Thunder should be kind of maybe looking to try and play a Game 5, just advance in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, but they have watch parties, so that's cool.
But it would just make it a little bit better for the fans, though.
Yeah.
You get to actually like watch it live.
But it's like
the
a
game.
first round game.
But then again, when you have an advance in the postseason in 20 years, it's kind of a big deal.
It is, yeah. You think
Coming
that's
from a
what-
Timberwolves
I
fan.
think that's what Bickerstaff does? No, it would no.
I don't think they're going to lose the. I don't think they're going to intentionally lose. I think they're going to try and win. I'm just saying it'd be cool if they
Who's
did.
the Timberwolves coach?
I don't know who the Timberwolves coach is.
Who is the Timberwolves coach?
I don't know. Let's pull it up. Not the Twins though. That's not what we need. Or the Vikings. Timberwolves. They have 2 professional sports teams that start with the letter T. Head coach Chris Finch.
That's right, Chris Finch. It's Finch because I remember Finch is a bird and wolves.
Hold up. I want to
Wolves
show you
eat
something.
birds. So Finch is going to be removed as head coach.
So look at the Timberwolves logo.
Oh,
No.
they've had historically cool logos, in my opinion. I think
Look at the Minnesota Lynx logo.
the exact same.
Only a different only just the animal's head is on a different side. It's a different animal and a slightly different name. Other than that, the logo is the exact same.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you don't need to. I mean, what you don't need to try and like work yourself to death trying to come up with a logo for your team when. I mean,
You can do the same thing.
I mean, technically, it's not. They pass copyright issues.
Yeah, look up the Timberwolves. Like, go back to
Oh, yeah, it's the same
Timberwolves logo.
font too.
Yeah, same font. I mean, go to that one where it's showing the time.
This one. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me open it in a new tab.
Yeah.
This one though, this one I like these two, but
Those
this
two are
one
so
I like.
sick.
I like this one a lot.
I no, the 1997 one is. I like that one more.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like the letter. It's like I don't know.
I
Something
think-
about like this like black here and then like the blue on the outside just kind of makes it a little hard to see.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
This one is a little
It's
more
a little bit
refined.
more clean.
This one's cleaned
But
up.
that one's. So
This one, yeah.
I think their new logo, it's modern and it fits what it's supposed to do. I miss because we're now getting to the era where it's modern logos and everything
Yeah.
is boring and there's no character, there's no excitement because we're becoming a robotic ass society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
And
what you're
then-
saying. No, I know what you're saying.
So back in
you
you
wanna go
look
back
at
to this?
97 and you think because I think when it comes
It
to
look- that-
creativity and like
that logo looks like you're gonna play a menacing team, like from like a team with like Timberwolves.
you're gonna get your butt kicked.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's and that was kind of the mentality of the Timberwolves.
yeah. Now it's just like, what do we do with it now as a franchise? Like, we're like we didn't expect to be in this position at least. Well, they might have like the organization might have, but like as a fan, like fans, like as a fan like me of the NBA, like not really like not like that into it like as much as like a lot of people are. It's just
Yeah.
like didn't expect anything out of the Timberwolves this year
The
in
funny-
terms of how good they did.
like off topic, but this logo transformation is a perfect example of how style in general with society has changed from 1980s, early 90s to now. Because early 80s or like 80s and early 90s, that was very like we were new to technology and we were new to programming. And that's an example of that logo right there.
I want the Timberwolves to
Everything-
bring one of these 2 logos back. I want them.
That top left logo though, when
This is
that's
their first one.
that's their first logo and it looks horrible, but that's what we're becoming introduced to.
But then again, like and it's like even though you were just getting introduced to it, being like a brand new NBA team needing a logo, it's not the worst thing I've ever
not
seen.
the- it's not the worst.
I've seen worse when it comes to like a team needing a new logo.
But I'm saying in general, like when it comes to these graphic design teams, like we were becoming a little bit more techy, and we were having a little bit more. We were starting to get color, a lot of color. Like if you watch Stranger Things, I don't know if you watch Stranger Things,
No,
but there's so much color in that show, especially season 3. And then you look at the 90s, and that's the coolest logo. I wish I look at my hoodie. Do you know who Radiohead is?
I don't know.
Radiohead, it's this like band prominent in the 90s.
Yeah.
And 2000s.
Yeah,
And 2010s even. They're pretty prominent. And they
Oh,
have really
Prince did, I'm not-
textured, beautiful music, and that was a very textured and beautiful time. At least because it was right after the Cold War finished.
Oh wait,
And
zooming in on this section.
we
You can see a little
were,
bit better.
we were just getting better.
Yeah.
And that logo just resembles like, okay, we're getting really good with this, with texture and just society. But
I
then-
kind of wish they kept the colors here, but just cleaned it up a little more. Like here, it look like the wolf doesn't look as good as it does here.
yeah.
I wish they like same exact logo, just a little more cleaned up.
And then
Like keep like gray outline on the side of it. That's great. Like I don't like the fact that it's blue on the outline and the gray here. I like how it's the gray on outline and the gray here.
I just think it's unique.
It is, but like there's some things they definitely did fix going from this logo to this logo
And
here.
then, yeah. But then the 2000s, they got a little bit. It got this weird new wave of tech, and then it's like a weird new wave of tech kind of moved into modern. Now modern is boring.
Yeah.
That is, it's all right, but it's not invoking any emotion.
Yeah.
Like it's just there.
No,
We
just
need.
look at
I
the logo.
want to be happy or sad or surprised from a logo. Like we can even pull out like a '90s Raptor logo.
Yeah.
Like you want to pull up the Raptors logo and how it's evolved.
Yeah. Let's just pull up all NBA team
Old
logos by
and
team.
compare it to new logos.
NBA like just NBA logo hit like NBA teams logos history.
Because it was so good. Because I miss when things were colored texture.
All right, look at the images. Here's some teams. Okay, that's gonna be a tab there.
You can look at
Looks
this.
that's the Warriors, and we obviously know what their logo looks like now.
now, right? And that's just the same thing. It's the techie. It's this
What
new
this one? What in the world?
modern.
Look at that one.
Yep, that's the
That is
50s.
weird.
That's the 50s.
Yeah,
And then you look at the evolved.
San Francisco. Oh, I forgot that's what they used to be. That's what they used to be called. Then
City.
um
They rehashed that a few years ago, and I liked it. I
yeah.
really liked that logo.
It's just like
simple.
if you were like didn't know anything about the NBA, you knew what the Golden State Warriors looked like, and someone showed you that logo that they used to have. That person would be like, "Were you showing me?" But you might eventually get it based on the colors and like the bridge in it. But like, no, the Celtics. It was the same logo. They just added orange on the outline of it.
Let's talk about this. But hold on, wait. Before we go to the Celtics,
Yeah.
let's talk about this. 1997 to 2010. I think a lot of people hate it. I love it.
I know we were originally streaming a reaction to the game, but now that we're not, I mean, maybe we should try like show them like this stream, like the logo what we're going over now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to start a new one then, just because I can't. What the? Yeah, I'm gonna start a new stream real quick, just because I can't stream the one from here. All right, I'll see you guys in a sec. Yeah, because I can't